Welcome back to the Husqvarna SMS125. I've had a quick look at the cylinder, had a little mess, and it is not superficial. It is definitely a bit scored. So we're going to be dropping this lump out in a second. So let's get into that. But first of all, I've got to say, we don't know if this is going to be rebuilt yet, depending on what the engine's saying. We're going to work out everything it needs. We're going to do a tally on how much time and how much money it's going to cost to get it back on the road. Now, if it's not worth me doing, it will be getting broke for parts. And if you need any parts for one of these bikes, check out my website, it's motorcyclepartshub.com. And also, if you want to offload any bikes at all, any condition, we buy bikes, and it's cashforyourmotorbike.co.uk. So I'll put a link in the description. We pick up from anywhere in the country, any condition, obviously trade prices. Right, let's get stuck in. First things first, got to work out how we're going to be dropping this, and I've already dropped the oil and most of the coolant. I think I'm going to take this brake lever off straight away, check if there's a nut on the back. Nope, there's no nut on the back. That's tight. There we go, straight out. Spring off, be a bit fiddly, I'll get it. There we go. And I'll put this bolt back in. Next port of call is probably take this kickstart off. Straight on there. I do not advise using the gun on anything less than 4mm if it's going into steel, because you just rip the head off if it's quite tight or it's got a lot tight on it. So make sure you keep everything organised, guys. You want to have your tools set up just like this. Bolts, sockets, tools. Don't want it here, there and everywhere. Unless you can hack that, then do that. And then we're going to be undoing the carb, which is just here. So that was already loose, to be honest. That's nice. Give it a little wiggle, see if it wants to play ball. Give it a little turn. That's quite undone. That's good. Take the spark plug cap off while we're here. Nice. Temp sensor. Is that a bit of bodgery? Not too sure. There we go. Temp sensor's off. Undo this pipe like we've just done before. Sweet. Got my jug just in case. I've already drained this out in the previous video. Got another bit of pipe work going on up here. This is the rad that we're going to be replacing as well, because it's been bodged up. See if this comes off okay. There we go. Then opposite side after, got to do a bit more pipe work. Let's just check what else we need to do on there. So we've got a 12mm at the bottom, just here. That's the engine bolt. We've also got another 12mm up here, but the power valve cover is blocking our way, so let's get the power valve cover off. Nice. We've got two 8mm. And then the power valve cover is coming off. There we go. That's out of the way. Get any of this debris out of the way while we're at it. See how it's quite compact there? So I'm not going to be able to get my socket in between there at all. So I'm going to have to either put a spanner up the top, or this actual power valve housing comes off. So I think what I might actually do, I'm gonna have to take this off anyway to take the cylinder off. So what we'll do is we'll get this all undressed now. Don't lose any of these intricate pieces here. There we go. And then that is now disconnected. So I think there's only one bolt holding this system on. Go. Nice. That went as planned, so that's decent. Now we have access to this bolt. So I think it's spinning the whole bit now, so that's not a bad issue. That's undone. Grip the other side. One of the nuts. So this side is now ready to be coming out. So we've just got to do the other side now. Take this off. There, I'm done. These out of the way. Oh, it's just here. Now, there's a little trick that you can do, and I'll show you now. So this is quite an easy way to do it. So you leverage the frame here. The carb's in the way a touch, but you should still be able to do it. Just give it a nice little push, like that. Take this off, or try and get it straight out of the. It's got a little tab on the back of it. Unfold this tab. Have we got the tab? Right, I think I've done the tab. There we go. And that is disconnected too. I've also got to do the gear shifter. It's just behind the chain. So as soon as I get that. So just here, just got to cut the chain off now. There's one of the bolts that's come out for the engine. So back of the airbox too. This here is actually perished, if you want to have a quick look. Just there, it's not too great. And then I'm just gonna give this a nice pull. Have to be very careful. Don't want to break anything. They can be a bit fragile, see? There we go. Just come straight out of the boot, which is nice. Then I've undone the other one, so pop it out of there, like so, and that's that sorted. Not going to be too hard really to do the rest of this now at all. So we're just going to cut the chain off now. So, chain's coming off. Just be careful. You want to come around and spectate it? Here it is. Just going for the chain here. Do have a set of bolt cutters, but I find that way a bit more convenient. Got a 22mm bolt there, and also we've got an 8mm hidden at the back of that gear shifter that needs to get undone. Nice. There we go. And couple more little pipes that are up here. They can actually just stay on. We've got this that we need to undo, this pipe network. And then also we've got some plugs that go up to wherever it seems on the wheel, which is just right tucked away up here. There's a bit more of the pipe work off. There we go. That's right out of the way now. So I've got a few wires. Let's see if I can get them from here without taking the fairings off. There we go, there's one. This one right out of the way. Let me just see if I can get to it without. Yeah, I think I can. That's it. It's all about working smarter, people, not harder. This wire is actually this here. There we go. I need to try and feed this through, out in between the frame and the tank it is. There we go. So they're undone. And I think it's ready to be dropped now. So I think we're doing all right on time. So this bolt I've actually already undone. This goes straight through the engine and also holds the swing arm on. What I'm going to do is put the bolt back on, and then I'm going to tap the nut with an extension on, so smacking the threads up. There we go. So that is moving, which is nice. Sometimes these can get seized to the needle rollers, and it's an absolute pain to deal with. See if I can put that there. So this back end's going to collapse a little bit, but this should keep it held up. Check the opposite side, see how far away we are through, because we still want to keep, yeah, this side's way loose, but what we need to do is just like that. We want to keep this side still in, and also have this other bit in place, just there. Well, that's, to be honest, it's holding up all right, really. Considering I might go and get a 1/2 inch extension and just prop it in. Just like that. So that's going to keep it all balanced. We've got one more bolt now, which is just here for the engine. I normally chuck a few microfibers around just to prevent any scratching, so I'm just going to grab some of them. I'm hoping we've got enough access now to get this out, which we should do. It's not too much, it's not really a massive motor. It just looks like it's just going to lift up, forward, and then out, hopefully. See if there's enough room here for the head to go up. I'm just going to check also which side is the smallest. So it's probably best for us to come out this way. Right, let's see if this bolt comes out. It's not coming out too great, so I'm going to go around the other side, show you a little technique that I use. So I'm going to try and get this bolt out now. And what I'll do is I'll put the gun on here, just to spin it a bit. If it spins but it's stuck, you can actually get a pair of long nose pliers and just spin it and then pull it. It really gives it some help. So when I drop this out, this is now just chilling in position. And I don't think there's any bolts holding it in now. Right, I'm just gonna try and send it and get it straight out now. There we go. All seems quite free. So I think we're gonna be able to do this in one little take. Just worried about this car, I need it out of the way a bit more really. Is it pissing fuel out? It's fucking water. Look at that. It smells like water. That's no good, is it? Mint, mate. Right, let's go for it, yeah? That's exactly what I thought I'd have to do. And then there we go. There it is. Hi, mate. So, the goods are extracted. Time to get this bad boy off. So we've got cylinder head, 12 mils at the top. Just get me 12 mil in the extension. There we go, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to undo it by hand just to make sure nothing feels a bit gnarly. So there's the head. Looks okay. Just got to really check this out because, especially with the cylinder, having a bit of scoring on the radiator bodged up. And then here's the piston. Doesn't look too bad. Try get the kickstart, turn it over a bit unless I can push it down. There we go. There's the scoring. And we get a nice little light. Do you know what? It actually feels alright. I've got my gloves on though, so I'll have to take them off in a minute, but it's not actually too... This side is a bit, but it's not really too bad. There's 1. There's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. Let's see if it just comes off. Might have to hit it. This is metal water cylinder heads. I mean the cylinders. Well, that's no good. It's just water, that is. That's in the bottom end as well. Full of water. Ready? Look at that. Full tear down now. There we go. Have a quick look at that. Can you see all that? What a side to side play. Up and down through the right, there's a lot of side to side play. So that needs splitting now, and the crank rebuilding. You can actually see the bearings if you want to have a quick look. Just there, you have to go dead on. You see just in between there. Yeah. The way it's looking, it's going to need a significant amount of work, so it might be more cost effective for me to just split the engine, sell crankcases, all the parts separate, than it is for me to put the time and effort into basically getting it back on the road. So I've got to just work out, obviously, cost, means, labour, all that kind of stuff. Luckily for me, I have a brake, as I sell a lot of parts pretty much already, so it's not an issue. Dribs and drabs. I have a lot of dribs and drabs coming in. If this was someone else that just had their bike, it might not be beneficial to break it and start for bits. You're getting dribs and drabs. That doesn't really feel like great, etc. This is what you get with buying and selling vehicles. Everyone's like, oh, you make a lot of money, you have all this kind of stuff. You will really only hear the good sides of these flips if someone's telling you about it. The bad sides can be very bad. Right, peace out. Hope you've enjoyed episode 2. Keep an eye on the channel, we're going to have loads more content like this. We buy and sell a lot of vehicles. So if you've enjoyed this and you hit subscribe or give it a like, it really does push to try and get more content created and out there on the internet for you guys. Or girls, or whichever you may want to be. Right, peace out. See you on the next one.